Well, what got us started on the program was that when we're out doing bottom sampling, looking at the different features along the bottom, such as submerged vegetation or oysters or gravel, any type of different bottom types, we were out surveying for that, and we began to see these small squares show up on the side imaging screen. And so we went and began to pull them up and found out they were crab pots that had been lost either by their buoys getting severed by recreational boat traffic or through storms that have rolled them. And we discussed this with NOAA's Marine Debris Program, and they gave us some preliminary money to investigate whether it was actually a problem or not.
And then if I want to, I can make it bigger. I can zoom in to see exactly what it is. I mean, I didn't realize how many traps it is out here that's lost. I mean, you know, it's right now, as many as we got out of this area, is still thousands and thousands of traps that we haven't got.
First year, you know, we had 9,000 items that they brought up, and then this year they brought up 10,000 items. People knew they were losing pots, and there was some stuff down there, but no one knew the extent of it. Yeah. This is the one from the Ghost Potting Project, so it kind of populates out. And this is, you know, the 19,000 items they found over the last 2 years, all over the state of Virginia.
The blue crab fishery in the Chesapeake Bay was declared a disaster. One of the conservation measures that took place was to actually close the winter crab dredge fishery in order to help those watermen through that economic downturn, basically the loss of their job. The governor of Virginia, Governor Kane at the time, wanted to actually provide some income to them, and rather than just giving them a check, wanted them actually out doing something. And this process of, well, let's hire them and have them actually go out and retrieve these lost crab pots.
You hang them been on the bottom so long, they're heavy. They've settled in the bottom like 3 or 4 inches.
The pots are down on the bottom, and they're still fishing, and so every time a fish goes in there or a crab goes in there and dies, it attracts more fish and crabs, and so they're self-perpetuating, self-baiting.
These lost pots could capture anywhere between 50 and 100 crabs during the season that they're out there, and you know, that's around a bushel of crabs. And so if they're losing 20% of their pots annually, which is the number that we think are pretty confident with, and they're deploying 300,000 crab pots. 20% of 300,000 is around 60,000 pots. 60,000 bushels of crabs. The idea here is we need to have a degradable panel on it so that when creatures are trapped, they have an avenue to get out. Put one of these on either side of this, and if it's lost, even if it rolls, once it degrades, anything that can get in can get out. These panels will probably end up costing, what, less than $1?
We were born into this. We're farming the water is what we're doing, just like the farmers do on the land, but we're farming the water. I quit school in the 5th grade to go to work with my father culling crabs, and I've been on the water ever since.
It's been a great partnership, a partnership between the Virginia Marine Resources Commission, the regulatory agency, a partnership between the stakeholders, the watermen, and the scientific community, VIMS, to put together a cooperative action to help restore the bay.
Our guys came down there, and these old guys were pulling up some nets on the shore. And these guys that pulled down there was telling them they were retired. They didn't understand what they said. They said, we're tired too, but we're still working. I don't know why she's so stubborn. It's a nice place.
Yeah, but